Alright guys, I just wanted to do a video on my Losi Mini-B. I just got back into RC, so I thought I'd start making a few videos about different cars along the way. But yeah, this is my newest purchase. It's a Losi Mini-B. Got it for about 230 Australian dollars, I think it was. It comes ready to run. But the stock electronics in it were just a bit rubbish. It comes with a brushed motor and yeah, it just wasn't very fast. So I picked up this brushless combo from a local RC shop. So it's a popular combo in the Mini-B community just because it's quite cheap and fast for what it is. So it's a hobbywing ezrun 18 amp speed controller, and it's the same hobbywing ezrun 7800 kV brushless motor. So yeah, it's like plenty fast enough for these Losi mini series. The car comes with a 2S lipo from standard. These Dynamite 2S lipos, they're only 650 milliamp, which isn't very much, and especially with this new brushless setup in it, the battery tends to the battery dies pretty quick. Another downside is when you're putting a brushless setup in these, the stock one comes with a 2-in-1 speed controller and receiver, so you do need to buy a new receiver. I didn't have another transmitter, so I needed to I bought this FlySky GT3B, I think it's called, transmitter, which came with this receiver. So I just put the receiver in here. It's quite tight on space with the 2 speed controller and receiver, so you have to sort of try and find a way to fit it in. I put the speed controller in the stock location, and then I had to stand the stand the receiver up on the side and just secured it down with some 3M double-sided tape, and secured the on-off and sort of mode set button on the side there. And there's still plenty of room there for everything to fit in. The motor is really easy. You just take out the stock one, put that one back in the stock location with all the same fittings, and it's really easy. And yeah, apart from that, that was it. I found a guy online who sells these guards at the side, but modified ones to fit a bigger battery in, because these 650 milliamp batteries, as stock, they last anywhere between sort of 20 and 25 minutes, but now with this brushless setup, they last 10 minutes at most. So I'm trying to find a way to fit in a bigger battery so I can have a bit more runtime with it. Another issue I'm having is, I don't know if you can see the tires, but since putting this brushless setup on, especially this tire here, it just completely shredded the tread on the middle of the tire, and you can even see a difference between this left tire, still got a bit of tread left on it. This one's almost completely bald in the middle, or it is completely bald in the middle, so that's not good. And yeah, every time I accelerate hard, it's like that, because this tire is getting traction and this one's not. Every time you accelerate, it will veer off to the right like that. And I thought it was a problem with the diff at first, so I opened up the diff. You can see the rear diff back here. I opened up the diff and put some thicker grease in it, which helped the problem a bit, because it now locks both wheels up a bit better. But the difference in the tires, I think, is just overwhelming the diff and everything. So the car's still veering off to one side. So I'm waiting for the hobby shop to open tomorrow. Today's Sunday, so I'm waiting for the shop to open tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up a new set of rear wheels and tires, and hopefully that fixes the issue. So I'm going to take it out now to the local track, the North Ride RC track, and give it a little rip, see how it goes. So yeah, we'll resume the video there. Oh, these Mini-B shells are a nightmare to get on. I don't know whether the camera's pointing down enough. So I'm very new to this whole head mount camera thing, so apologies if the camera angle's shocking, but I'll try my best to get some footage of it on the track at least. Okay, good to go to see how it goes. So you can see already, guys, look, it veers right off to the left, which is extremely annoying. But we'll give it a go anyway, see how it does. Track's still very wet and slippy at the moment, but it's okay. I want to avoid that big puddle over there. Don't know how waterproof this hobbywing ezrun stuff is. I think it says splash proof, but that could mean also, oh shit, I just ran through the puddle anyway, so we'll find out, I guess. This track is designed for 1/10 buggies, so this is a little bit too small really for this track. There's some bumps and things that it does get quite caught on. I'm hoping the camera's catching this. Yeah, it does. This track does have some bumps that the Mini-B sort of struggles with. But it's right near where I live, so it's good fun just to practice on anyway. Oh, that wasn't very good. Yeah, see, it's struggling to go in a straight line. As soon as I put any power on it, it wants to veer off in one direction. I hope this video turns out well. I'm going to try and carry on taking videos of my RC adventures. I'll do a little video on my sort of history of RC cars. I got my first one when I was about 10 years old, and I used to play with them quite a bit. I had a few Tamiya on-road cars. I had a Team Associated B4. That was probably about 12 years ago, probably more. No, more than that, probably about 15 years ago, so half my life ago. That was the last RC car I had. Actually, no, tell a lie, I bought a Losi Mini-T. Yeah, as I was saying, I had a Losi Mini 8T, but that broke quite quickly. And then I ended up moving to Australia. So, yeah, I haven't really done much with RC cars in probably 15 years. And so I was really excited to get back into it. I actually bought myself a Traxxas Rustler 4x4 VXL. And, yeah, this is the Mini-B, so I'm really enjoying it at the moment. The steering's still all out of whack. I really need to... Sort of struggling at the moment with the steering. I don't know if it's only the tires that are affecting it, or it's something to do with the setup on the transmitter. I don't know, but I'm figuring it out bit by bit. I'm going to get some new wheels and tires for it tomorrow, as I said earlier, to try and see if the uneven wear is what's causing it to spin out so much, and then I might ask the guys at the hobby shop if they have any other ideas about how to just get this thing handling a bit more predictably. Well guys, that's the end of the two batteries here at North Ride RC track. I think you can see by the tyres, the backs are just completely gone. There's no grip in them whatsoever. Any sort of steering movement at all. The back just spins around. The fronts, you can see, is still loads of tread on them, still very grippy, but yeah, the car just spins in almost every corner, especially where the track's still slightly wet, slightly damp, so that didn't help things. But yeah, desperately need a new set of back tires. As far as the motor and everything, it performed really well, brilliantly. Got about 10 minutes of run time out of each battery. The motor's way fast enough for this track, too fast, but I just dialed it down, dialed the speed in, the timing down, and just went light on the throttle. So yeah, the speed wasn't an issue. It was just the lack of grip on the rear tires that was an issue. I'm going to see what tires I can get for this. Get for the Mini-B there. A bit hard to find here in Australia. I looked, they're 8mm hexes on these wheels, and so they're a bit hard to find things to fit. So I'm going to have to call up some shops tomorrow, see what they recommend, see if they can get anything in. Yeah, hopefully I can just get something that will last a bit longer than these have with this brushless setup. Apart from that, I'm actually really impressed with this Mini-B. Really impressed, especially considering the size and the price. It handles the jumps perfectly. It does handle really well, despite the lack of grip on the rear. When you do get some grip in high-speed corners, it goes really well. It's extremely durable for what I thought it was going to be. It's very small, 1/16 scale, but it takes some heavy hits and keeps going. So yeah, no complaints from me at all. Just the rear tires need changing. So we'll see if we can't get some in the next couple of days, and then I'll do an update for you guys and show you what it's like with some grip in the rear, which should be nice. So it's signing off for today. It's just my first little video on my Losi Mini-B. Hopefully the first of many to come. So we'll see you next time, and if you made it this far, thanks for watching.